Just like the rest of us, celebrities can find themselves in terrible situations that require the care of a doctor immediately. And even though they seem invincible on screen, they're just normal people, and some have been on the brink of losing their lives. And those are the people we're going to be talking about today. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mackenzie here, and today on BTS, I'm going to be filling you in on the top 10 celebrities you never knew were hospitalized. But before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe below. Also check out our playlist up there for more videos. And follow the host on our socials to see more of us. Alright, now let's get into that list. Starting off at number 10, we have Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg took a long break from The View after being hospitalized from pneumonia. The host was gone from the show for 1 month, saying in her return episode, quote, "I had pneumonia and I was septic. Pneumonia in both lungs, which means there was fluid. There were all kinds of stuff going on. And yes, I came very, very close to leaving the earth." With her doctor revealing that the star apparently had a 1 in 3 chance of dying from the infection. She took that opportunity to urge her viewers to take their health seriously and listen to their bodies when they don't feel right, telling her fans that it's fine to go to the doctor if they don't feel good. Adding, quote, "The crazy thing is people don't take pneumonia seriously," acknowledging that she didn't initially. Quote, "I just tried to fight through it, and you can't do that. It will kill you." And I'm so happy she made a point of saying that, because I'm sure everyone has those times when they feel kinda wrong, kinda off, but they're not quite sure why. And if you feel the need to contact a doctor, you always should if you can. And at number 9, KJ Apa. The Riverdale star had to get admitted to the hospital for a procedure after he got a shard of metal stuck in his eye in July of 2020. When he realized he had something in his eye, him and a friend removed it themselves, but after he realized it was metal was when he got much more worried and decided to go see a doctor. He even put a video of himself removing it on his Instagram, and I didn't watch it because I'm honestly just way too grossed up by that stuff. Like, I could never watch that type of video, but I'm sure it is not pretty. Saying in a follow-up video, quote, "The eye is good. I want to say thanks for all the support," with him going in for a follow-up appointment with the doctor a day later, where any remaining shards were removed. Adding after removing some of the shards himself, he's glad he went to a professional to make sure everything was good, telling his fans to take care of themselves. And guys, if you ever have something in your eye, like, don't try to take it out yourself and go to the hospital ASAP. Like, your eye is so precious, like, that would need to be looked at immediately. And at number 8, garten Maserato. The Stranger Things actor has been battling a health condition for years. And I'm probably not pronouncing this right, but it's called cytocranial dysplasia. And in January of 2020, he underwent his 4th procedure because of the condition that affects the development of the bones and teeth. After the operation, he took to Instagram to assure his fans he was fine, saying, quote, "Though my expression in this picture may not show it, the surgery was a complete success. This was such a big one. It may be the last one I need, hopefully at least." In the photo, you can see that he's in the hospital with a brace around his head, giving a thumbs up. Maserato said he's, quote, "had several surgeries to extract these teeth from within his gums and help expose the teeth that should have already grown. During that procedure, 14 teeth were removed, and he was there for 4 hours." And at number 7, Zac Efron. Zac Efron was out in Papua New Guinea when he contracted a form of typhoid or similar bacterial infection in December of 2019. After getting that diagnosis, he was quickly flown out to Australia, with him getting hospitalized in Brisbane for several days of treatment before being allowed to return home to the US, which he finally was on Christmas Eve. The actor was filming content for his Quibi series Killing Zac Efron, and after news of the infection broke, he addressed it in an Instagram post on December 29th. In the caption writing, "Very thankful to everyone who has reached out. I did get sick in Papua New Guinea, but I bounced back quick and finished an amazing 3 weeks in PNG. I'm home for the holidays with my friends and family. Thanks for all the love and concern. See you in 2020. And at number 6, Larry King. Larry King revealed to his fans in November 2019 that he was in a coma for a couple weeks after he had a stroke a few months earlier in March, telling Extra TV, quote, "Everything got better except my left foot, and I've been rehabbing that every day. And they tell me I'll be walking by Christmas. Not bad, I can walk with walker too." Adding the year was tough for him, and at that time he didn't remember anything before March, saying since the stroke he hadn't driven a car, but that he was back at work and that was helping him lift his spirit. But sadly, that was not the only health condition King battled. The year before, in April of 2018, the host was hospitalized for a heart procedure after he suffered an angina attack. So he had a rough few years back then, and hopefully he's doing better now. Halfway through number 5, Emilia Clarke. We know Emilia as the strong ruler of the Iron Throne, but while she was filming the show, she was silently struggling with her health. Emilia suffered a near fatal hemorrhage right after season 1 of Game of Thrones wrapped. She wrote in an essay for The New Yorker that she was rushed into surgery, but she was so scared that she would never fully recover that she actually asked them to let her die. The star was discharged from the hospital a month later, but struggled while filming season 2. 2 years later, she was diagnosed with another brain aneurysm and was forced into surgery another time, saying the healing process process was even worse the second time. Clarke is now healed and she does whatever she can to raise awareness about brain injuries like hers. And at number 4, Wendy Williams. If you guys remember, back in 2017, Wendy concerned tons of her fans after she fainted live on air. Thankfully, she wasn't admitted to the hospital for that and claimed she just needed some rest. But later in 2019, Wendy's family announced that she was taking a long break from the show because of health issues. And at that point, it was the third time that Wendy had to leave the show because of health issues, with a press statement reading, quote, "Wendy has experienced complications regarding her Graves' disease that will require treatment. Wendy will be under the strict supervision of her physicians, and as part of her care, there will be significant time spent in the hospital. Wendy has been battling this autoimmune disease as well as hypothyroidism for about the last 20 years. And at number 3, Amy Schumer. Amy usually makes us all laugh out loud with her goofy antics, but after she was diagnosed with a kidney infection, she came on Instagram to update her fans on her health scare. She revealed in April of 2018 that she had been in the hospital for 5 days with a kidney infection, writing, quote, "Here's what I've been up to this week. I was hospitalized for 5 days with a horrible kidney infection. I want to give a big thank you to the doctors, the bad nurses, also my husband, whose name is, I want to say Chris, and my sisters Kimby and Mole, who have been by my side the whole time." Also adding the caption that because of the infection, she would not be able to fly to London for the premiere of her movie, I Feel Pretty. And at number 2, Ben Feldman. The actor who stars in the show Superstore shared with fans in July of 2020 that he had recently undergone spinal surgery, writing in an Instagram caption, quotes, "So some me news. On Monday, an incredible surgeon in Newport, Dr. Robert Bray, opened up my neck, drilled out some calcified bone and 2 shitty discs in my spine, popped in 2 artificial discs and sewed me back up," explaining further that it was really scary, but he's thankful for his friends and family that are giving him food that he's able to swallow. And the Instagram pictures were at first scary, but quickly turned into adorable, with him putting some photos of him at the hospital with his doctor, and then at home recovering, and lastly included a Google search asking how much is too much stool softener. And honestly, like, what is the answer? Just kidding, but glad to see that he was recovering well. And finally, number 1, Selena Gomez. So this is one we probably all know, but I still wanted to include it in here anyways. Selena revealed back in 2017 that she underwent a kidney transplant the summer before, writing on Instagram, quote, "I'm very aware some of my fans have noticed I was laying low for a part of the summer and questioning why I wasn't promoting my new music, which I was extremely proud of. So I found out I needed to get a kidney transplant due to my lupus and was recovering." Also revealing that her best friend and fellow actress, Francia Raisa, was the person who graciously donated the kidney, adding, quote, "She gave me the ultimate gift and sacrifice by donating her kidney to me. I'm incredibly blessed. I love you so much, sis." And that is still just so amazing to me that Francia was such a good friend and donated her kidney like that. Just so beautiful. What a beautiful person. Alright everyone, that's all for me today. Let me know what you're thinking down below. Which was the most shocking? My most shocking was probably Emilia Clarke or Whoopi Goldberg. It's just so crazy how both women were so close to death. Thank God they both were able to recover though. But before I head out, I'm gonna shout out some comments from my video on top 10 celebs we've forgotten about. So Jamal Vargas said Joshua Jackson. He was Pacey Witter in the WB teen drama Dawson's Creek and haven't seen him in ages. Wonder what he's up to. Yeah. I have no idea. Very good question. I have no idea. Then Prep For It said, "Great hosting, Mackenzie. I remember Lacey Shaber as Penny Robinson, Lost in Space. I remember her vlogging. And that was not common in 1998, but it's common in the future." Wow. Okay, that's really cool. They like that foreshadowing. She was the first influencer. Wow, very cool. Then Vuzu said, "Miss Smith, for some darn reason the comments keep misspelling your pretty first name. People, our girl spells her first name Mackenzie, not Mackenzie." Thank you so much. At this point, I'm just so used to it. I mean, there are so many ways to spell it, but I really appreciate when, my fans are, holding it down in the comments for me. I very appreciate it. Then Emily said, "Very interesting list. I wouldn't say they've been forgotten. They've just moved on from what they're most known for." Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it. Obviously we gotta have those little like clickbaity titles. But yeah, I mean, for some people it's their own reason. It's their decision that they got out of the industry. For some people it's not, but it's not always a bad thing. Alright everyone, that is all for the list today. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you've made it all the way here, we really appreciate it. And make sure to like and sub below if you want to see more videos just like this one. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and I will see you in the next one. Holy f, you are so smart, Chris. Dysplasia?
I'd probably go with that, yeah.
Okay.